I have just finished the race which I entered with a clear game plan, and that is something I've never done before. Up until now I was always very reactive when it comes to racing, and sometimes I have been more successful and sometimes not as much. But since my fitness is actually really good lately, I decided I might try to finally move pieces myself. For that I've selected the stage 1 of September Z Racing 3 loops on 2 bridges loop course. That course was perfect for what I was aiming to do. It has a short and very sharp hill shortly before the lap finish, followed by a descent to the finish line. When I was asked on stream what was my goal, I said flat out that it was to podium, because I felt it would be dishonest to say something else. But I kept what I planned to do to myself. I have picked a Tuesday 7 PM racing slot, which is a really popular one anyway, but now since the summer holidays are over it was super packed. 100 people only in the A category. And that meant only one thing: there is going to be a big competition and there is going to be a lot of pain. And it proved to be true right on the first lap. On each incline and each roller people were ramping up the effort like crazy, and to stay with the bunch my heart rate occasionally went over 170. As expected, on the climb all hell broke loose and there were many orange numbers on display. I might have gone a little too hard on this one, but it was kind of a better to be safe than sorry kind of thing. I really didn't want anyone to get into breakaway here, at least not without me. So then we recovered on the descent and it was time to do the exact same thing for the second time. And the exact same thing it was. The group raced the second lap almost the same way as the first one. No attacks, no breakaway attempts. The only exception was on the climb, where I felt people went even harder than on the first one. The start of the third lap brought a little change. On the downtown incline the effort level ramped up compared to the first 2 laps, and I had to push fair bit over my FTP in order to have the front of the group in control. But then I thought I might do a little bluff myself, so on the S's I went to the front and increased the power myself. I didn't intend to break away here, but mainly dig into the psyche of other riders. Make the pain a little more painful if you wish. But ultimately the group stayed together until the uphill section behind Italian Villas. There was one of the guys who ramped up the effort to about 5 watts per kilo, and that was perfect because I could have stayed in his draft, but it would start splitting the group up. And then there was the climb. And here came my game plan. I was thinking if I should just stay with the group and then go for a bunch sprint as usual, that would be kind of a safe choice for me because my sprint is decent. But I wanted to try a long range attack for a long time, and not many stages have a climb this perfectly aligned in relation to the finish line. So before the race started, I decided I would launch an all-out attack over the crest of the hill, drop people and then continue with the downhill momentum. And I will let you be the decider how did it go. So this was my first long-range attack and it went almost as perfectly as it could have, and that made me incredibly happy. I always wanted to do something like that, and this was just a perfect opportunity in a large race on stream in prime time. This race was a continuation of my successful Z-racing streak, and if you want to see how my Z-races went in August, check out this video right here.